Okay, let's talk about the books you read for
Let's
Page
do it.
Break.
Okay.
There are some rules, or there's some guidelines, and then there's also one major rule. Because
Yes.
you've got to read the whole book mostly out loud. It's like 70% you read out loud.
80. Yes, last retreat, we just had one session where we read on our own
So
independently,
sometimes,
but
like
it's like
during the retreat, you're like, okay, sick of you guys. Go to your rooms,
I
read
d I
read 50
usually
pages.
I usually do it first thing on Saturday morning, so we arrive on Friday. Saturday morning, like, people are still kind of waking up, and we have, like, a short amount of pages to read, like 30 pages, and I do that so that by that time we're already settled into it, but it's
Yeah.
also just nice to get some, like, alone time with the book and the author, just so you can kind
Hmm.
of, like, digest it in your own way.
Yeah.
But, yeah, beyond that, we read the entire book cover to cover. No homework. I have a strict no homework policy. I'll never read a book on Page Break where I have to assign reading in advance, which makes it hard. There's a 350-page book that I would love to read on Page Break, but it's just not gonna be a good experience
Yeah.
because
That's your
we'll
main
be
rule. It's got to be under 300, right?
Yeah, yeah, not all pages are created equal, I've
Yeah.
learned, but yeah, something around there.
And then what else are you prioritizing with the books? How are you deciding? What are you looking at?
Yeah, I'm prioritizing debut authors, queer authors, diverse authors, underrepresented authors. It's fun to work with or feature authors that are based in New York because I also do a lot of local programming in the city. And so it's fun to feel like they can be like part of the community with us and come to reunion events that I throw or my reading series, which I could tell you more about too. And it's also good, like I always invite the authors to do a Q&A with us at the retreat. I'm proud to say so far I'm 17 for 17 on author
We love it.
participation, which
We
is so
love it.
fun. They don't always come in person if they're not available or in town, but sometimes we'll do Zoom. So it's fun to work with like, yeah, up and coming New York based authors that might want to come and hang out with us. So this past
And they're
weekend,
new books. It's all new books.
oh yeah, all new books, contemporary literary fiction. Should have probably said that first. That's like the sweet spot. I purposely choose fiction because I don't, I know you're a big nonfiction
I
girly,
am. So watch what you say.
but I think my main thing with Page Break is I like that everyone comes in on like equal plane of like
Yeah.
not knowing that much about the
Yeah.
book and they haven't read it yet. So that's one of the reasons I choose new books. And it's also one of the reasons I choose fiction because if we choose something that's maybe more subject based or topical, I think some people might be able to be like, well, I actually studied this and
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it sort of like gives a little
Then you
bit of
get
a
assholes, and nobody wants an asshole on a reading retreat.
exactly like everyone knows nothing except for me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I've read it. Um, and that creates a good vibe. And I also think contemporary literary fiction just gives a lot of entry points for empathy and for like seeing yourself in the characters. Any novel, I think, can do that if it's written well, certainly like historical or the genre work, but things that are maybe set in a city or deal with friendship dynamics or creation of art in in the modern day world, romance or whatever it is, like I think that gives you a lot of ways to empathize. And one of the beautiful parts about Page Break is because we're pausing and discussing as we go, people really open up. And the social science that I talked about earlier a little bit, the main benefit of reading aloud together is vulnerability. It's this small act of vulnerability that lets you feel like you can trust the other people in the circle, even if if you don't remember their name yet because you just met a few hours ago,
Yeah.
just by them hearing your voice and you hearing their voice and knowing that it's like that little bit of performance just makes you feel safer once you do it. So
Yeah.
then people feel really comfortable opening up about past exes or stuff with their family or whatever it might be. And so it has this almost like deeper community reading of a topic that invites more interesting conversation in.